It has been so long since I've done a solo podcast, and I knew it was about time. We have had some major life updates in the Gomez household, and I cannot wait to share them with you and also just share how God has just been revealing so much at a rapid rate. For those that have been following me on social media, several weeks ago, I posted something that talked about seasons shifting. Seasons shifting, and you have to be willing to slow things down, listen to those heavenly whispers, because God is not going to give it to you in a big, booming voice. He never has and he never will. Here is what I know. He is moving at such a rapid rate right now. There are things that are expediting, that are shifting. There are visions that are changing. There is so much that is moving right now. Are you listening? Is he speaking to you? Do you hear him? If you don't, I want to encourage you, take some time just to be still. Be still and be quiet today. Don't do the talking. Allow him to talk. And even if you don't hear him, keep at it daily. Keep at it daily. For those who have been following this podcast for a while, you know that I have my early morning time with the Lord in the secret place. That discipline, trust me, there's plenty of times I do not want to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't, because I'm tired or whatever, right? Normal stuff. But I get to be in his presence when it's still and it's dark, because there is no hustle and bustle around me. And I don't know about you, but my brain needs that. Otherwise, I get very easily distracted. And he is speaking so much. He's showing so much, revealing so much, healing so much. And I can't wait to dive into all of those pieces here on the podcast. But gosh, where do I start? Major life updates. I guess I will start with this. From the company that I helped co-found, Kingdom Alliance, I officially, as of August 1st, officially walked away. Actually, really a week before that, August 1st, 2025, about a week before that, few days before that. That was very bittersweet. For those that have been listening to episodes up until now, for the last couple years, you have heard I poured everything into that company. Love that company still to pieces, and it's bittersweet because I love the people. I love what they're doing there. But there were a series of events that God just made me so uncomfortable and aware of so many things, and that the vision had changed. And that's okay. That happens, right? When it comes to a vision, you're not the only one involved. There are other people, other things, other circumstances. And God is always going to recorrect you for your good of what he wants to do through you. It may not feel good, but it's going to be for your good and the people that you're meant to serve. So when I had to basically say, hey, everyone, I'm walking away, it was like, whoa, this is like a surprise. I know, like I never thought I would see that day. However, I felt God's peace on it. Even in the uncomfortable, having that conversation, I felt his peace on it. And then there was a moment after we had this conversation, me and my business partners, that I was like, okay, Lord, I know what I want to do. What do you want me to do? And I completely just laid everything out on the table, even brought things on the table I didn't really want to do. But I said, you know what, Lord, if this is an option, if this is what you want me to bring to your table just to surrender it to you, I will do it. And I spent probably 3 days really leaning in, getting very quiet, going on very long walks, drowning out all the noise, to sit and just be like, okay, what do you want? What do you want, Lord? And I will tell you, in 3 days' time, it was nothing short of miraculous. And isn't that funny? 3 days' time, like how Jesus died and resurrected in 3 days. Come on, 3 days' time. It was miraculous of the downloads, the visions, the words that were coming in, the people that were speaking into me. And then it was very clear to me, certain people that were speaking into me, that it did not align. And I knew it was a distraction. I knew it was like just distraction from the enemy. And so it's so interesting to me when you just know that you know, because God's given you that wisdom to know. Anybody else? So when I really knew that I was supposed to press in, get back into consulting full time, being a high performance speaker coach, while also creating high impact content engines, custom content engines, to really get people's content to stand out above the noise. A big part of that is creating signature stories. Creating a signature story is key. It's imperative, actually, in this time. When you think of all of the most impactful speakers or preachers or anyone, they all have signature stories, something that you have heard time and time again. It's a signature piece of theirs. It's something that you know them for. You know that is a key principle, that is a piece of their foundation, it's a key product, service, whatever it is. It's something that is pivotal to them and their mission. So, have you crafted your signature story? One of the things that I love being able to help people do is just get really clear, concise, and confident of here's how we're going to craft it through my story framework. And I have done these types of just helping people walk through their story for years, nearly a decade now. Nearly a decade. And now being able to do it on my own in my own rebirth of a consulting company is, I mean, it's amazing. I remember there were times over the last couple of years, I'm like, Lord, am I ever going to be able to do coaching again? Like, truly, like, really focus on that. And he just kind of kept quiet. And so I know over the last 4 years, there was so much he had to get out, so much that I got to learn, so much that I experienced that has made me such a more attentive, intentional, and purpose filled, Holy Spirit filled business owner. And I could not be more grateful. And honestly, I wouldn't have traded it for the world. I wouldn't have, which is crazy to think about at times because when you pour your everything into something, I should say, for years on end, and you're basically walking away from it all, I mean, that can make you feel some type of way. That can make you feel a lot of different things. And I have dealt with some of those feelings. I know probably other things will arise. But at the end of the day, I am so laser focused on the people I get to serve, the people who need me, how I can speak to those people, speak to their pain points of you need your signature story and content engine in order to get your message, your movement, your God-given dream to run. Because now is the time. Now is the time. People are so lazy when it comes to what they put online. They really are. They just kind of post just to post because they know they need to do it. And it's pretty much it. Like there's not a whole lot of intentionality behind it when honestly we have so many different apps that can help us pump out content. ChatGPT, AI can help you take some of the thoughts that you have and formulate it and really save you some time. But honestly, what we want to do more than anything else is create an emotional bridge. If you can create that emotional bridge from your signature story to the people that are viewing your content, the people that you're connecting with, your ideal audience, client, you will win. People will know that's the real deal. There is a deeper level of transparency that is needed in this hour when it comes to making buying decisions. It's harder than more than ever, but really you just have to adapt to the times. Perspective is key. You can look at it, oh, this is so much harder. I have to put in so much more effort. But truly what people want is transparency. I mean, think about the labels on food at the store. If you are a little bit of a label snob like me for most things, you're wanting to see what are the ingredients. Why should that be any different from the people that you're going into business with, people that you're being mentored, coached by? Why should it be any different? You should know more of that person, that owner, that behind the business. What's the foundation? You should know that. No longer can we do lazy buying and just, oh, you know what? This works. Okay, great. You need to be intentional about it. And if you are wanting to attract people who truly do see you and see what you have to offer and your value, then you need to be creating signature stories. You need to be creating signature stories, and I'd love to help you with that. And I can definitely make that happen. You'll see everything in the show notes to get connected with me. So that has been a huge pivot, and adding a plus on there. My husband, who's a videographer in media, he is really expanding his area of expertise in the field of real estate, helping people in the real estate industry, whether it's brokers, agents, investors, really be able to expand their reach with their content. Well, that's exciting for him and exciting for those people, especially with this move that I'm going to tell you here in just a bit, because there is a lot awaiting him in this next location that we're going to be moving to. But one thing that I love about me pivoting into coaching again full time and my husband doing what he does, we are coming together to be able to serve people. So not only will you be able to get the speaker coaching from me, but when it comes to the content creation, still need to create that engine of what are you willing to do? And then what do you want somebody like my husband and his team with Rose Gold Media? What do you want them to do? Do you want to delegate that out? Have really profesh, crisp, high engaging, high converting content. So he and I have put a really fun package together called the 2-day immersive experience. It's basically a day with me and then a day creating content with him. Amazing. We're stoked for that. And so if you want more information, you can definitely reach out. Again, all the info's in the show notes. So that will be really fun to finally work with my husband. People have always joked, "Oh, Molly's the former reporter and Johnny's the camera guy." And now we're actually coming together to really do things together, not just a little project here and there, the businesses that we are in. It's like really coming together to work together. So I am thrilled for that. So that is announcement number one. Announcement number one. We could not be more excited. And I love being able to pull out the gold from people. There's so much gold that just lies dormant and it needs to come out of people. And sometimes you need to be asked the right questions. You need to be shown, hey, this is what I heard you say. Let's use that. And people don't even realize what they're saying most of the time. But then when you are like, yes, that is good, and you keep repeating it over and over, that's what you will be known for. People will know you and like you and trust you and go to you as the expert in your area, which is key. Okay, so announcement number two. We are moving out of California. This is crazy to me, even to still say out loud, I am California until I die. I mean, that has been my MO. I was born here, grew up in Oregon for like 27 years. I was in Oregon for about 27 years-ish, then moved back down here. Never thought I would leave, never wanted to leave. But as my husband was breaking into, like I mentioned earlier, the real estate market out in Nevada, that's where we're going to be moving. He got a really big client out there, and there is a new high rise that has luxury condominiums that they're building on the strip. And so they obviously need realtors to come in and sell these. And so Johnny really got into some big rooms. My husband got into some very big rooms. And they're like, do you live here? I'd love to work with you. Do you live here? I'd love to work with you. And it just turned into one of those things where we needed to move anyways. But now we're moving out of state. Now we are moving out of state. So as I'm recording this, we have not moved yet, but it will be in a few weeks' time. So as you're listening to this, when this launches, we will have likely been moved. And that is that. We're moving. And it is crazy to think about that we are doing this. It still baffles my mind, but we couldn't be more excited. And most importantly, God's peace is on it. His favor is on it. There are so many times where we had to say yes to things to agree with this move and move forward with certain things with just stuff we didn't have. And the Lord just kept providing as he always does. He was waiting for us to say, yes, we're in it. We're putting our faith deposit down. And then he showed up in a bigger way. Another faith deposit down. I don't see it, but I have faith. Showed up again, keeps showing up. And that's when you know it's from God. The enemy's going to try to get you to look at what's in the physical. God's going to have you look at what's in the spiritual. And you just keep getting to make faith deposits. It's a get to. It is a blessing. So we will be Nevada residents, which I'm very grateful for tax purposes. That is a blessing. So many blessings. But it will just be a great fresh start for our family. The vision has expanded for our family. Investment ideas and opportunities have expanded for our family. And it may not be in the location that you want it to be in, but we get to follow where God is leading us. Because really at the end of the day, is it the location that matters, or is it your family? And that's where I had to like draw the line in the sand of like, oh, I want to stay here because the location and convenience and network and community, all important things. But my family, that should always be number one. And watching the hope and vision and leadership just pour out of my husband when he was sharing this vision with me, first pitching me that we're going to move, I was very hesitant. And by the end of our conversation, I said, wherever you lead, I will follow. Wherever you lead, I will follow. Which is such a testament to how God's worked in our marriage. Trust me, that's a whole nother conversation. So those are two massive, massive things of moving to another state, really recalibrating, repositioning, rebirthing a consulting company. I am over the moon. And I've just seen people pour in the network that I have built for years on end. Yes, I would love to work with you. Yes, I would love to connect you. Yes, I would love to do these things with you. That's the importance of building a network. You never know. And I just love connecting with people. And I just happen to have a skill set and a track record and ability to really lead people in this area of creating signature stories, a content engine that converts, and giving them opportunities to really expand and shine in the message movement and God-given vision that God has given to them. It's key. It's imperative. If not now, then when, right? If not now, then when? And I will tell you, God keeps confirming it because the amount of people that have come to me saying, I've had this vision and I know now's the time. And I've had this thing in me for years. I just didn't know when the time was. And I was kind of nervous. And I just know now's the time after reading your post, after watching your story. Like God just prompted me to reach out to you. When God leads you somewhere, even if it's a big stretch, He will always provide, He will always make a way. And there's been many moments over the last several weeks, ever since all this has gone down, that I'm like, okay, I don't see it, but I trust you, Lord, because you brought me here. And I stopped at that. Didn't think of all the worst case scenarios, didn't go into overdrive, didn't try to take control. It was, I'm going to do the actions. Lead me to who you want me to talk to. Lead me with divine strategy, discernment, wisdom. Multiply the works of my hands, Lord. Purify my heart. Those are the prayers and desires of my heart. And that's why I know He's going to 10x this thing, 100x this thing. So many people are like, whatever you're stepping into, I feel it. I feel it from here. And some of these people are across the country. So it's amazing to share these updates with you. It's amazing to see what God is doing. And then just the confirmations I keep getting from people that I'm not even asking for. Isn't that funny? When we want confirmation, sometimes we'll get them, right? And then other times when we don't need them, He just keeps reaffirming. And I'll take every single one, put them in the bank. Because maybe I didn't need it that day, but maybe the next day or a couple weeks from now, I might need it. I might need to be like, remember this confirmation. Oh, this one too. Oh, don't forget about this one. So that is how God works. And we just serve such a gentle, generous, giant God that just sees so much more than we could ever see. So I am over the moon. I am thrilled. I could not even begin to describe really the peace that I feel. There's been so much peace over this whole thing that literally blows my mind of, wow, ripped off the Band-Aid, left a company that I helped build for almost 5 years, moving to a whole nother state over nearly 300 miles away, moving away from all friends and family. There's a few friends out in Nevada, but like mainly it's away from everybody. Like just, He is moving us out and He's moving us on up. And I want that to be a word of encouragement as we wrap this up. If you likely are feeling things pivot and shift, ask Him, Lord, what is it? Is my pride getting in the way? Is my ego getting in the way? Are my fears getting in the way? What are you trying to tell me? And just get quiet. Be still. For me, dark and early is how I can be still because we don't have all this hubbub and things moving around. When it's light outside, you want to get moving, right? You want to get moving. So I like to do it when it's dark, but I can still do it when it's light. Just whenever you do it, just lean into Him. Because any time is a great time to ask Him and keep asking for Him to reveal things to you. Ask for a heightened sensitivity and awareness to His voice and His leading. Don't be so stuck in your own ways. He is quite literally breaking so many molds and old ways of being and doing to reshape for what is needed in this hour and where we are headed and where we are going. And for some, it's a physical move or a professional move or a relationship, like ending one or starting one. There are so many different ways that God can pivot you. And so I just want to encourage you to lean in because He wants to redirect you or direct you into your very next. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this episode. It means the world to me that you would lean in, listen in, and be able to hear the value that's being shared on this show. Don't forget, if you love this episode, rate the show, leave me a review. Be sure to share it with a friend, and don't forget to tag me on social media. I will definitely be giving you a shout out. Also, come say hi, drop in the DMs. I would love to be able to hear what stood out to you the most on the episode, and if there's any topics that you would like to hear on the show. We'll see you next time.